You know, Father Time, undefeated when it comes to our battle with aging, but really a healthier looking you is in the palm of your hands, believe it or not. Dr. Diana Ponsky is a friend of the morning show and our go-to expert when it comes to looking and feeling young. She joins us now with some tips to kind of help slow the aging process down as much as possible, kind of retain what we have. It's always so good to see you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
You always have great information.
Okay,
Okay,
to share.
so what is where should we start? Like, where is the best thing that we should be doing every day to kind of stay where we are and can keep what we have?
So number one is always sunscreen, sunblock, right? So the sun is our number one aging agent.
Okay.
So if you protect yourself against the UVA rays, which are the aging rays, you'll go so much further. And we don't have like a magic formula or so. We just are trying to like keep us young as we can, and it all, you know, starts with prevention, just taking good care of your skin.
We always hear too, well, we don't get a lot of sun here in Cleveland, or we should just use SPF when we're on vacation or when it's sunny outside or in the summer months. That's not true, right?
No, that's not true. And that's a really good point to make, Stephanie, because UVA rays will still travel through your car window, your house window, and UVA are the aging rays, right? UVB rays are the ones that causes the burns and are the ones that are cancer causing. But from an aging perspective, you want to prevent all rays of the sun, and that's with sunblock every single day with SPF of at least 30.
Now, we can find a lot of these sunscreens in our moisturizer. So, because if a lot of people feel like I don't have in the morning time to do all of this stuff, put moisturizer on, especially for women, but guys should be wearing sunscreen also.
Correct.
Everyday face.
Yes.
Kind of neck area, hands, arms.
Yes.
Whatever could be exposed, right?
Exactly. And for men, I usually say, because you know they have less hair to cover certain spots, and they are not so good. Sorry, guys, they're not so good about like reapplying. So I would say like the nose, the ears, and the lips. They're very important areas to keep protected. So if you can do that, that'll take you far.
What ingredients should you be looking for in a moisturizer with sunscreen in it?
Sure. So if you can do sunscreen by itself, it's actually better. But if not, if that's all you're going to get, then you want a moisturizer with SPF 30. And one that you'll wear, right? So it's really about that. And hyaluronic acid as a moisturizer is better because it will lock in the moisture. So basically it loves water. So that as a moisturizer will pull more water into your skin, you know, cells and make it look more hydrated.
I always think in the winter months I need to hydrate more. Is that true? Or should it just be the same all year round?
Well, so it's different. It's a great point because in the summer you have more humidity. And so that's already going to give you a little bit of extra moisture. Whereas in the wintertime, at least in Cleveland, it's drier. And so you feel like your skin is really dry and you need more moisture. At the end of the day, it's really getting a balance of certain things like exfoliants for your skin so you can get away the dead cells on top and then let the younger cells come to the surface. And so winter or summer, that same philosophy applies. It's just that when it's not as dry in the summertime, you don't need as heavy a moisturizer.
Sure. How about, and you mentioned exfoliation and chemical peels. I read a lot about that stuff. Does that help with fighting the aging process?
It definitely does.
Really?
So basically the cells on top are the dead cells. And so with a chemical peel or a light exfoliator, what you are getting is you're sloughing away the dead cells. In the summertime, we say a lighter chemical peel, like lactic acid, mandelic acid are better. And obviously, you know, the sunscreen, if you do that. But basically, it does help you exfoliate the dead, damaged cells on top. So that's helpful.
All right, so another thing I've been reading a lot about, is it true that women especially, and men and women shouldn't be using straws because that can create more wrinkles around your mouth? And like smoking, is that true?
So,
really?
So the way that works is we purse our lips to kiss, to talk, and that's enough already. Once you start like smoking and start smoking and using straws, you're really like exercising those muscles. And so you're making it more accentuated, those muscles. And with the aging process, we lose fat in our skin. And so because of that, it's going to make those lines appear more and stick, which you don't want.
And so these are easy things to do. And you say drink lots of water
Definitely.
that keep hydrated, that really helps with
Hydration's
anti-aging.
key, yes. It helps you from a health standpoint, your whole body, but it also helps you from, keeping the cells all hydrated and refreshed. So
That's all stuff we can do.
yes, very easy.
Easy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your summer. Appreciate all that great information.